Well, good rainy Sunday morning to you. Lord of mercy, it's Dan. I want to welcome y'all to my home in the sticks. Hope everybody's having a show enough good Sunday. Hope y'all not having a rainy one or a snowy one. But over here in East Central Mississippi, Lord of mercy, it's showing enough raining today. What I want to make mention of, if you're new to the Home in the Sticks channel, I want to welcome you. And if you're returning just to see what old Dan's got going on over, thank y'all for coming back. But what I wanted to share with you and y'all this morning is kind of like an experiment of sorts. Give me a second, we finna step off in my shop and I'm gonna show you what we're working with. Let's go. Look at him. What I have here is some baby Dutch yellow taters that actually started sprouting. I reckon y'all can see where I'm going with this. Yep. What I'm gonna try to do is, logically, it should work, but I'm gonna cut these eyes off of these little bitty small baby Dutch yellow taters and I'm gonna grow them in a container. I'm gonna take you outside because the light's probably a lot better even though it's raining. So give me a second and we finna go outside and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do next. All right, I bet you the light's better out here, but I'm gonna show you again. Have some yellow baby Dutch taters and they started sprouting. And what I did was I just went ahead and cut the eyes off of these taters. And let me give you a little background. About 3 years ago, I did 4 or 5 containers such as that right there in taters. I did some Yukon Golds, which really don't grow all that well over here. I did a bunch of German fingerlings. Those grew really well down here. And just some regular red Russells, and those did pretty good. The one thing that I suffered from, and I believe it was because of where the potato starts, where I bought them from. I had a couple of friends that we all bought potatoes from the same company here locally, and we suffered with blight, something fierce. So I kind of strayed away from doing taters in containers, but you know what? I got to just do my homework and find some disease resistant taters, or blight resistant taters to grow. Well, we're going to try this and see what happens. Now, what I intend on doing is I'm probably going to put, and this is just a old tote you can get from Walmart. I don't know how many gallons it is. I don't know, 25 gallon tote or something or whatnot. But all I did was I cut out a round piece of weed mat. Of course, you're going to want to drill some holes in the bottom of your bucket for drainage. And I'm going to set this weed mat down at the bottom just so I don't lose any of my soil. Now the other thing that I have problems with over here is red ants or fire ants. They're getting everything. So what I plan on doing is I'm probably going to get this guy going and I'm going to leave him out here on just the patio of my shack. Might use some bricks to elevate the container off of the wood and just see what happens from there. The soil sample is going to be really easy. We're going to get about 6 inches of growing medium, and what I'm going to use is I just have some Stay Green potting mix or potting soil. I have a little bit of brown cow left over. I'm going to chunk that in, and I'm going to use some perlite that I have left over. The perlite is going to break up the soil, make it kind of loose, so to speak, because of course taters are tubers. They grow tubers, taters. So they need soil that is well draining and loose. You could probably use some sand if you wanted to, but this is what I have, so that's what I'm going to use. A mixture of some potting soil, black cow, and some perlite, and we're going to roll with it. I'm going to add this stuff to this right here, because what I want to do is, before I plant these taters, I want to have my soil mixture semi-moist, not sopping wet, but moist. So let's get to working on that. All right, let's add some black cow. This isn't too scientific. We're just gonna chunk it in there. I'm not really taking any measurements or anything like that. I'm just eyeballing it, so to speak. Gonna add a little bit of potting soil to the mix. Now this potting soil actually has a little bit of perlite in it, but guess what? I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm also going to add in about a fistful of this stuff right here. And all it is just a 10-10-10 fertilizer. Probably something like that. And let's give this a mix. Let's add our soil mixture into this bucket. Well, you know what? I said I wanted a moist mixture to put in this bucket, and I ain't even add any water. A little bit of water into that. Get her going. I think that'll work. Okay, let's pour our mixture in here. Might reserve a little bit of it. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, that's gonna work out good. All right, let me show you what it's looking like so far. Here we go. I don't know if you can see it because of the light, but there's about maybe 4 or 5 inches of soil, a growing medium, in the bottom of this container. So let's take our taters and let's just set them down into this soil. Now, this isn't scientific, anything like that. The one thing that old Dan suffers from, it's a curse, I try to overthink things. So I'm not going to overthink this. Just going to put these jokers in here. We're going to cover them up, see if they grow. Got a whole one just for shoots and giggles, just to see what it does. And we'll stomp him down off in there. Okay, that's what it's looking like. 12 pieces of tater in there. And let's see what happens. Lastly, I'm going to dump the rest of this soil that I reserved back into here. Yeah, I'll do it by hand. Why not? And we're just going to cover them up. I apologize for the light, y'all, but it is dark outside. All right, that's what she's looking like. All right, y'all, there you have it. Just a little bit of experiment of sorts that we're going to try over here at my home and sticks. And of course, I'm going to take you and y'all along with me. I'm sure somebody's going to bring up the fact of I didn't chit these taters. I've never done that before, and I've grown taters I've actually just stuck the whole tater in the ground and grew some taters. Then again, I am growing in containers, so the harvest is just not going to be huge. But just for me to take 10 or 12 little tater eyes and get maybe 2 or 3 pounds of taters off of that, I'd be tickled pink, and it's all good. And it's just seeing what you can grow with what you have, and that's what we're doing here. As far as taters, Dan, you gonna try to grow taters this early? Yes. In zone 8B, which is where I'm at, you could actually start taters early. Soil temperature anywhere from 50 to 75 degrees should be fine. But then again, it's not like I can't take that tote and bring it inside my shack. I know it's we're probably gonna get a freeze or whatnot, but I can always bring that tote inside. Just set it up on something where when I water it, it drains off into some type of catchment system, big pan, something. But I can bring those taters inside. Again, I hope everybody is having a show enough good Sunday, and I'm hoping y'all having a safe Sunday. If you like this video, go on and give it a thumbs up. They help. If you haven't subscribed to the Home to Sticks channel, Lord of mercy, y'all need to come on over and give a look, because I'm always doing stuff. Really. That being said, you know what's coming. Dan Reffers showing enough, always gonna say it. Don't let nobody dull your shine. And I mean nobody. You sure enough get your shine on. Try different gardening methods. Just get out there and do something different in your garden. And Dan will see you and y'all in the next video.